Hey, you. You're finally awake.
G'day Smut Squad and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the Master System. Yes, we're going to Sega's Master System and tackling some of what I think are the most difficult games for the console. Because everyone loves difficult games. I've just been playing Thrakia 776 for the Fire Emblem game, and my god, are my balls being twisted playing that. So why not give a list of games in the Master System that decides to twist them even further? Before we go any further, if you think I deserve it, please remember to hit that like, hype, and subscribe button, as well as listen to the weekly podcast and join our free Discord. Now, as we also say on this channel, this is not the definitive list, this is my opinion, and some of you are going to be looking at this going, shut up, these are not hard, there are much more difficult games. But I want to hear, as always, what you think is probably the correct list, and let me know in those comments. Right, let's get into it, shall we? The most difficult games for the Sega Master System. Rambo, First Blood Part 2. Yeah, Rambo's on the Master System, because why not cash in on the movie's success? Now, this is a top-down action-adventure game that is loosely based on the movie of the same name. In this game, you do play as John Rambo, who is sent back to Vietnam to rescue American prisoners of war. Now, there's only 6 levels in this game, which isn't that long, but just because it's 6 levels doesn't mean you're going to be finishing in an afternoon. Yes, this game is extremely difficult. As you'll be playing it, you'll be finding weapons and equipment, and basically rescuing prisoners, because you want to send them back to their families without their legs being blown off. But in reality, you just kill everything you see, except the prisoners. You don't want to do that. No, that's your job. That's what you were sent there for. So why is this game so bloody hard? Well, for starters, the combat is quite awkward. Aiming is quite difficult from that perspective, and the enemies attacking from angles that can be quite hard to line up. But the main reason I think it's so hard is that when you take a hit from the enemy, you lose a ton of health, and this could snowball really quickly. Because if you do die, then you lose all the power-ups you have and all the stored up arrow bombs, which you're probably going to need. But basically your game will end pretty quickly because you're like, I've lost all my power-ups, I'm getting hit multiple sides, I'm dead, end of game. But this was the 80s. The increased difficulty was one of those things to extend the playtime, so it's expected to be in games like this. And they expect you to remember everything through playthroughs, because you're going to die multiple times. And if you're not going to do it in an afternoon, you'll basically get your reps in, and the more you do, the better you get. It's simple as that. Also, Rambo moves really slow. Come on, mate. I know Sylvester Stallone's got some muscles in those legs. Put them to use. Run, you bastard. Run! Heroes of the Lance. Now, cards on the table here. I have never played a D&D game, ever. But I keep being told I should give it a go. My friend Sean was recently telling me he went to his friend's house, or one of our friends' houses, and was playing a game where he made a backstory where he was basically having fun with our mate's mother. What was the dice roll for that one? Again, I don't follow D&D, so someone's going to have to tell me how that works, but apparently that was the backstory. He did stuff with my mate's mother in the game. Okay, I thought this was about dragons and wizards, but apparently having relationships with one's mother is a thing. Sean, come at me. It's fine. Heroes of the Lance is an action-adventure game based on the Dragonlance D&D novels. This game follows the journey to the ruined city of Zaktazaroth, where they seek the magical discs of Mishkal. It's bollocks to me. It's absolute bollocks. If you like Dungeons & Dragons, you like this, fine. It means gobbledygook to me. Absolute gobbledygook. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just gobbledygook to me. This is like when I talk to my wife and I'm talking about Pokemon. I may as well be speaking in Spanish to her. She's got no idea what I'm on about. Now, in this game, you control 8 characters, which is pretty cool because they've all got their own distinct abilities. And the problem is, though, if one of them dies, they're out. So the game ends when you lose all your party members, so you've got to go through all 8 characters. And you can switch between the different heroes for a balls-achy menu system. Yeah, it's not very good. The problem is with this game is that, well, if you lose your best character early, well, tough shit. That's it. You're basically done for the rest of the game. And it doesn't help that this game absolutely sucks ass. Yes, it does. I'm sorry. It is not a very good game. You see, the thing with this game and what makes it so hard is it looks like a hack and slash, that's what we're showing you here. But it's actually not. It's actually an RPG game, based on hidden things and stats. There's like hidden dice going on behind the scenes. So if you've got one character against the monster, well, there's stats and how it actually works. Imagine like Final Fantasy is playing out that you can't see it. So it's not like you can just hack your way to win and think, oh yeah, my guy's getting more hits in. No, that's not how this game works. It's ridiculous, and enemies can do so much damage, and if you don't know exactly how to play this game, you're going to get your arse handed to you and wonder what the hell's going on. And then the big stupid thing, if you lose one character because they get killed, obviously, then the next one automatically comes out that it was listed in your little party. And you've got no choice to basically say, do you want to send another party member out? No, the next one's out. And then they can die in absolute seconds as well because you're thinking, oh, I need the guy at the end of the queue. Well, no, if you haven't organised it properly in that stupid menu, you're going to get it what it is. What a terrible system that is. Who thought that was a good idea when they were getting round the writer's room? Absolute farce. And you can't save it. Like, I know it's Sega Master Systems, but some games could be saved. This needed a save system, for God's sake. You could be over in a space of 2 minutes. You can lose your thief at the start of the game and then go, well, no bonuses from them. No thief for the rest of the game. Thanks, game. Ghost House. Now in this cutesy vampire-esque game, you play as Mick, who is a monster hunter on a mission to defeat a series of vampires and rescue his girlfriend. Quite a cute plot. But in this game, you'll be fighting ghosts, bats, skeletons, werewolves, and obviously vampires. You can really see this game as a simplified version of Castlevania, and I'm all for that, because we all know on this channel and the podcast, I love Castlevania games. Give me more of them, please. Especially the new one that's coming out in a few weeks. Cannot wait. This game is bright, it's got colourful sprites, and those great sprites with that simple but addictive gameplay makes me want to play more and more, even if it is balls hard. Because Mick's knife is his main weapon, but it's got limited range. No whip for you, no, you're not allowed that, which means you've got to get close to the enemies and basically just give them a little stab, which is quite risky. And the enemies have this erratic patterns, which makes it quite difficult. None of these Medusa heads with the up and down motion, which makes it, okay, I say predictable. We know the Medusa heads can actually wreck your shit if you're not careful. But the erratic patterns make it impossible to try and work out what you're actually doing. And some of the ghosts just come at you from absolutely nowhere. There's also limited health and resources, so getting hit is going to screw you up later if you want to fight the bosses as you get further through the level. You've got to learn the enemy layout, the boss patterns, the items. But similar to Rambo, it is one of those games where you get your reps in, you'll start to learn a bit more about the game. You know where the items are, you know where the enemies are going to pop out, which makes it a much easier game. But once you get it first time round, it's an absolute ball breaker. Thunderblade. Now, I'll also be upfront with this one. This is a really poor port of the arcade version. Like, I don't just want to talk about the quality here, but it doesn't look good compared to that amazing arcade version. But the main problem with this game, and I'm just going to simply say it out front, isn't the overhead sections. I don't find them a problem. Fine, they do what they need to do. It's hard in the sense of things are coming at you left, right, centre, and you need to learn where they are. That's what it is. That's the whole shoot shmup thing, which I'm terrible at. It's the 3D sections, the Space Harrier-esque style, which is where the game falls apart. You're flying your helicopter into essentially a 3D environment, and you're having things coming at you. Now, this would work in the arcade version when it works fantastically with the frame rate, but when you've got a choppy frame rate as you do on the Master System, things come at you and you go, holy shit, it's there! It just appears out of nowhere, especially the goddamn tubes. These pipe section, and these pipes are just coming at you in all sorts of directions. You've got limited time to react. Thanks, game. That's not good gameplay. Like, I like dodging things. I think when I play Star Fox, that's really cool when you've got to dodge things. But at least the frame rate's consistent so I can see what's coming at me. Yes, there's no continue system either, and you've only got limited lives, and you're going to lose them all this section if you got that good. The difficulty does ramp up in the game, and it really does. It is a difficult game. But those pipe sections, those 3D shitty cycles, make it even worse. Why? Who thought that was a good idea? Oh yeah, money. Let's not beat around the bush. It was always going to be on this. It's Ghouls and Ghosts. This and its Nintendo counterparts are fantastic little games, but my god are they hard, and that's what they're known for. Now, this is a bit different than the NES counterpart, because in this version, you can actually get, well, you know, the upgradable armor, like essentially gives you an extra hit. Well, here you can get the gold armor, which gives you up to 5 hits, which in this sort of game is absolutely spectacular. But remember, it's Ghouls and Ghosts, so it's still bloody hard, even with 5 hits. You've got infinite continues, which I always think is an absolute godsend in these games, because you're going to die. Over and over and over again. What does make it a little bit easier is you can grind your way to get all the stuff you need to go forward. And it still follows exactly the same themes as all the other games, very brutal, very good gameplay. Let's be honest, it is a good port, and if you do love the franchise, you're going to love the Master System port. And in my opinion, it's better than Ghosts and Goblins on the NES. Some of you are going to fight me with that in the comments, and that's fine. You know me. Throw whatever you want at me. I'm a big boy. I can take it. Shadow of the Beast. Again, sadly, this is not a good port of the game. It first came out on the Amiga. I had the pleasure of being introduced to this game on the Sega Mega Drive, and oh my god, it was one of the most brutal games I've ever played, because it's insane. Like, you need to get everything pixel perfect. You're punching, you're jumping, it has to be to the dot. Even as you start the game, most games you go from left to right. Well, if you do that, you're just basically going to go into endless nothingness. You'll fight enemies continually. Forever. No, you need to go left, which baffled me straight away. But either way, this game is difficult. There's no saving, there's no checkpoints, it's just deal with it. You have limited lives, try and get as far as you can, kill as many things as you can. The game gets weird, as well, it's already weird, let's be honest, but it gets weirder as you go on, everything wants to kill you, and you need to be perfect the entire run. The first time I did this, I'm not going to lie, I literally abused save states. They became my friend. I abused it so much I thought I was married to save states. It was that incredibly difficult. This is a game, though, you can get good if you get your reps in, but I'm not saying it's like the other ones on this list, like Rambo. This is still balls hard, and probably the hardest game on this list. Again, some of you are going to fight with me, but it's just so stupid because more random bullshit happens and you just got to deal with it, and the game's like, nah, whatever, have fun. Ugh. And finally, Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Alright, I know what some of you are going to be saying. No way is this one of the most difficult games on the Master System. Told you, my list. My list, my trauma. And my god, do I hate Alex Kidd. Can't stand Alex Kidd in Miracle World. And you all thinking I'd have to put up with it? I do. One of my Patreon members from the podcast bought me a mug. Sits here. I've got an Alex Kidd Sega mug, and it sits here on my desk. I have to look at this bastard every single day when I sit here and edit for all you people. He's looking at me, mocking me. I had trauma from this game as a young kid. And don't tell me, oh, you can play it slow and it's fine. No, you do Alex Kidd as fast as you can. You're running around, you go fast. You're on the bike, you go as fast as you can. There's no other way of doing this game. Bloody rock, paper, scissors. I know there's a pattern to it. I know it's all the same. But still, when I was a kid, I had no idea what was going on. Then you've got that Grim Reaper thing, which I thought was a gopher with a cane, chasing you whenever you get near him. I hate that thing. I eventually used save states to get to the final area, and that system is absolute bullshit. Bloody water and spikes in the final castle. And there's even parts where if you don't do this certain thing, you don't get the item to actually finish the goddamn game. And then when you do get to the final section, it's just gophers with canes after you everywhere. You're trying to get the crown. I don't like Alex Kidd. He can shove it up his arse, to be honest. If anyone says, oh, I finished this game with absolute ease and never died once, stick a finger up your arse. But that's it. Some of the most difficult games for the Sega Master System. What do you think? Do you think I've got it completely wrong? Do you think I've got it completely right? As always, let me know in the comments below and give me your thoughts, and I'll see you all again in a few days for another video. You all take care of yourself. My name's been Danny. Follow your dreams.